Hi everyone, it's Carrie. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today, guys, is Vlogmas Day 20. First off, guys, can I even say I cannot believe it's Day 20 already? But today, guys, we're going to be reviewing. Hold on, y'all, I'm so sorry. Can you guys see me a little better now? Guys, I don't like how it flashes like that, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm sorry. Guys, I know my room's very dull. Today we're going to be reviewing Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Today, guys, I have all my dolls out with me because next few days I'm filming a lot of doll videos and I can't keep messing with the towers and bring them up and down with sort of dolls. So I feel uncomfortable. That's probably why. So, guys, I like the book. I still like it as much as now as I did this little girl. So we start off with 4 children. Lucy, Susan, Peter, and Edmund. Now, normally they say Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy, because that's birth order. Got my pants. Guys, I know it's coming classical that my teddy bears are in the background. Let's go, you guys can see them. Can't wait because my doll's here. Funshine Bear, Polite Panda, and Winnie the Pooh. See my posters behind me. So, hey guys, back to the story. Wait, guys. Oh, guys, look, even this copy, all my books need to be replaced, guys. Let's see, all my copies need to be replaced. Hey, guys, so the story starts off where there is, in World War II, there's bombings going on. So the 4 children are being sent away. They live in England. Bombing overhead. They're being sent away to an elderly man's home who ends up being a very key player in a prequel book, but I haven't read that one yet. He ends up being a really big player of the story in the end. But we're not going to give those spoilers away because I haven't read those books yet. Anyway, guys, I've actually personally think that the professor might be related to the children. It would make sense, but that's a theory for another day. Anyway, guys, so the kids go there, and Lucy is, more youngest, so she's more susceptible, I guess, to supernatural being, in my opinion. Anyway, like I said, opinion will save to another video. Anyway, guys, she goes through wardrobe when they're all. I get confused whether they're playing hide go seek. I think that was just for the movie. They were playing hide go seek when Edmund went through, I believe, in the book. And she went through the wardrobe. I had the book open too. So they assumed that she was making anyway. She went through wardrobe. And in the wardrobe, she met a fawn. She went through a wardrobe and went to a different world. A world called Narnia, where she met a fawn named Tumnus. Now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. When I read the book the first time, I thought he was going to essay her. I really thought so. Through, we offer to give her cookies and cakes and all. He brings her back to her house, which is a no boy. She brings her back to his house. She tries up in her sleep. He said, my father was a good fawn. He would never do a thing like I'm doing. So he could have done something not bad, Mr. Tumnus. Himself. And he calls her Lucy from the wardrobe in the spare room or something like that. And he's crying. And he's like, my dad never done this. My dad was a good fawn. Said, well, you're a good fawn too. You didn't do nothing wrong. You're the best fawn I've ever met. And he says, it's not something I did before. It's something I'm doing now. He says, I'm being ordered by the White Witch to capture any human I should see in the woods. I'm kidnapping you. She said, you can't, you must let me go home. He said, you know what? The White Witch doesn't have to know you're here. I will bring you through. Anyway, she goes through, back out, goes Peter, Edmund, and Susan, and tells them, hey guys, it was that and the third, and all was in there. And No one believes her. And Edmund almost does and says, did you discover any magical worlds in the cabin? Didn't you say this last time? I don't quite remember if Edmund said she discovered something in a cabinet or if he was just being a jerk. Anywho, Peter said, she was fine. So anyway, guys, a little while later, Lucy gets up in the middle of the night. I believe, guys, how much am I started listening. So Lucy gotta go seek. Edmund gets in. Edmund meets the White Witch. And in Edmund's mind, he thinks that he gets through. He follows her through the wardrobe. Go, Lucy. He gets through and he's like, I can't find Lucy. He stopped by the White Witch, who I have the book right here. Anyway, and she gives him Turkish delight, which we don't have in America. Isn't that called Turkish delight in America? Because I'm American, in case you guys cannot tell. I never had Turkish delight. I probably can't because I'm a hypoglycemic. But anyway, she gives Edmund Turkish delight, which has magical powers in it to make him want it till he dies. She gives Edmund chocolate as well. He wants it. Said, no, not until you bring me the others. Anywho, she drives away. And Lucy goes, Edmund, you're in here. And he's like, yeah, it seems kind of jerky. Like, yeah. Anyway, guys, Lucy goes back through the wardrobe. And she tells Susan and Peter. Edmund got in too. And he's like, and Peter turns to him and says, Ed, tell us, did you get in too? He's like, children are childish little games. They never know how to grow up. They never know how to stop pretending. Anywho, to this point, Lucy busts out crying. And they're like, you know what? She's mad. We need to talk to an adult. We need to get mother involved. Their father, by the way, guys, is fighting in the war. And anyway, they decide to talk to the professor. Like we said, guys, a very, very key guy in the story. The professor says, okay, who's more truthful? He said, Edmund said we were playing games. He said, look, sir. Peter said to the professor, normally I would say Lucy is the more honest one. He said, well, logically, think of it. If she's not mad and she's not lying, she's telling the truth. Maybe she did find a magical world. And Susan says, sir, do you believe her? And he says, well, you never know. What do you do in school these days, right? Guys, I don't want to give out leading factors if you've never read the other books, but he's a big, professor is a very big player in the story. Any of you guys, it's a rainy day. They're not outside and want to play, right, guys? They're outside and they're like, you know what? It's a nice day to go outside. Lucy's playing with her doll. Sad and depressed. Any of my dolls haven't been on camera yet. I'm on camera like that. Say, I have a doll right here. But, I'm not sure yet. I have my doll while I'm doing this video. I have, what's the name? Yes, her sister. I have Sienna with me while I'm doing this video. I have all my dolls lined up here. And she's miserable playing with her doll. I'm like, she's miserable playing with her doll, guys. Oh, I did grow up was playing with dolls. I still do their hair. So anyway, I still play with dolls. I still make videos of them. So anyway, back to the story. They decided to go in the next day because it's raining and it's crowded. Like, we want to go out, but they can't. Movie fun fact: they were playing a game in the 2000s. They were playing a game in a movie. The book, I don't remember off my head. I think it was a ball game. I'm real quick. In real life, the actor who played Edmund got mad because they said he was good at the game in real life and it's supposed to be Edmund was bad at it. He got Skander Keynes got mad and broke one of the cameras. I don't blame him. I'd be mad too. If you want me to act like I hate dolls and I don't like random make believe and I'm a real they call them realist, I'd be mad too. I'm just gonna say. Anyway, the kids go back inside and realize that Miss McCready is giving a housekeeper's giving a tour, and they gotta hide somewhere because they were told to stay out of her way. Don't bother the professor. Anyway, guys, they go back through, and all 4 of the kids go in the wardrobe in this bad room, and all the kids get into Narnia. And Susan and Peter look at each other like, we didn't believe Lucy. She's like, I'm sure you guys are pretending this and the other. And they're like, wait a minute, if we got in, you said you were here before Lucy. And they're like, we're going to let it go. I think, though, in the movie it happens sooner, but the book. Anyway, Edmund's like, well, we should go this way and that way. And when he said the words out of his mouth, he realized he shouldn't have gave it off. And Peter was like, you little beast, are you lying? And he's like, what, so Lou was right? You were here before. Like, no, I didn't got in for a few seconds, but you were in. You were in for a few seconds, Edmund, meaning you were in. Now, I am actually using my own words. Anyway. Anywho, they go in. And they're walking around. She's like, Lou, what do you want? Do you want to go home? Or do you want to go further? And Susan's like, I want to go home. It's cold. This is that and the third. And Peter said, well, we need to use the coats out of the closet. Because logically, now, it was Susan said in the book, logically, we're not taking him out of the wardrobe, but in the movie, it was Susan. No, sorry, in the book it was Susan. In the movie, it was Peter. Now, another thing I noticed the difference between the book and the movies, or the 2005 version franchise, is they kept switching who was saying what lines. Because the key part in the end, my man Edmund says, but in the movie, it's Susan. Anywho, they all go through, and they're walking around. Dave and a beaver, guys. Remember, guys, in Narnia, some of the trees are on the White Witch's side, who's the bad one. And some of the trees are on Aslan's side, which is the good side, if you guys did not read Narnia before. Anyway, and they see a beaver. They think it's a bear, and they don't want to follow it. He signals them, not here. Anyway, he gets them, says, are you guys the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve? They're like, you're a beaver. In the movie, Susan says you shouldn't be talking at all, but I think she does in the book too, guys. Anywho, she takes them back to their dam where Mrs. Beaver is there. And she tells them all about Aslan. And she gave them a good meal. She's teaching them all the kids about Aslan. All the kids felt joy in their heart, but my man Edmund, who was like, If you guys did not know, I'm sorry, I should have said at the beginning of the video. My favorite character in the Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, not just in the book, but in the entire series, is Edmund. By the way, in case you guys can't tell, he is my man. Oh, it's my favorite character. I'm going to try to keep this story biased to this video and not a creep who has a hot for him. Anyway, guys, they go in, and Mr. and Mrs. Beaver are being the sweetest, and the friendliest. They're making them food, cooking. Peter and Mr. Beaver go out to get them fish. They all have fun. Anyway, guys, when they start talking about Aslan's coming, and Edmund asks, this is what I ask. Guys, I do have speech problems, so when I say the word ask, I don't pronounce the K correctly. So it sounds like I'm saying an inappropriate word that I would not say on YouTube. Because, guys, if you guys don't know, I do have 4 nephews and niece who do watch my videos. So I gotta be careful in my language. That was the way I say ask. I don't pronounce the K very clearly. And you guys, Edmund asked if Aslan's a man. Well, I think the other characters pick on Edmund because Mr. Beaver said, Aslan, a man. Are you half mad or something like that? And he's like, what do you mean? He said, Aslan's not a man. Aslan's a lion. But when Lucy asked if the White Witch, who has things she can turn into a stone with, like a pitchfork thing, like a rod or an ice pick she turns people to stone with. Mr. Beaver didn't call Lucy out like he called Edmund out. Edmund didn't know. He was new to Narnia. He'd been there once before and he met her. He didn't know. And Edmund sneaks out without his coat. This is a big foul story. Edmund goes to see the White Witch. I've seen both movies, by the way. And I like them both separate reasons. Anyway, Edmund goes over to her side, and when they realize it, Mr. Beaver says to the kids, you know what? That brother of yours, I always knew there was something wrong with him. I could see in his eyes. He's been with her. Anyway, the kids, Mrs. Beaver starts freaking out. She's grandma got her food. She wants to bring her sewing machine. My girl loves her sewing machine. Mine's downstairs. Anywho, she couldn't see the White Witch destroy it or break it. So anyway, guys, they get together food and stuff. They go out to look for Edmund because this is the only thing they can really get to look for Edmund for a little while. And they realize the only way they can help Edmund is Aslan. Aslan is a euphemism in the story. It seems like euphemism for Jesus. I don't know how I feel about that myself, but I never really, it's not that noticeable. It never really affected me, and I never really noticed it. So anyway, guys, Edmund goes to see the White Witch, and she's completely mean to him now. She won't feed him. She gives him food, some of the feeding and all this crap, bullying Edmund, teasing him. She just was so nasty to Edmund. I think it's just ridiculous, considering a boy did nothing wrong. So anyway, guys, they travel to the Sun Table. The witch traveling with Edmund, turning other animals and creatures into stone. Now, guys, in one more of the story, Edmund does say he feels bad for some squirrels and some other characters that are having a... Guys, I skipped the part. Anyway, they're all traveling all night. Susan, Peter, and Lucy, and the Beavers, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, and they're hiding, and they hear bells, and they hear a sleigh and reindeer. Mr. Beaver risks his life to go out and distract her and say, oh, no, they went, the humans, because I'm going to tell them the humans went that way. The humans went that way. Turns out, guys, it wasn't the White Witch. It was Santa. It was Santa. He gave Lucy a little shield, little thingy to protect herself. He gave her a potion made from firefly. One drop can cure any wound. He gave Susan a bow and arrow and a horn. If you blow it, help will always come. He gave Peter a shield and a sword, which come very big and handy the rest of the series. Wait, guys, Edmund is out because they said that is the White Witch's magic breaking. Is you could not get into Narnia. Santa Claus. And around here, guys, in my house, we call them Santa Claus. But Santa Claus could not get in. Or Father Christmas, Santa Paul's, whatever you want to use for him, could not get in because of White Witch's magic. Well, her magic is breaking. You realize it's not always winter anymore. It's rebirth. Things are coming pretty. And things like that are happening. And just all the beauty in the world. Realize that, guys, if you don't notice, Turkish Delight is a Christmas candy. So when the White Witch gave Edmund, early in her story, Turkish Delight, she broke her own spell. Because Turkish Delight is a Christmas candy. She made it winter, but never Christmas. Father Christmas got in. We don't Father Christmas for the story, because that's what he's called in the book. Anyway, Edmund and the White Witch and her dwarf, slaps Edmund around all the time. See these cute little squirrels, a little animals having a lunch. And she said, what's the meaning? She said, Father Christmas. And she said, don't lie to me. He can't get in. It couldn't have been him possibly. And they said, honest Queen, it was Father Christmas. She turned him to stone. Edmund actually begged her not. It was so cute. First time Edmund had a drop of any humanity left in him in the story. Anyway, guys, Edmund now wishes he could be with the kids. The kids find Aslan And he said they never felt scared, but they felt good. And he said, welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, daughter. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. He said, but where's the fourth? Where's the other son of Adam? And then was Mr. Beaver said he kind of betrayed them. He went to the witch's side. He was like, no problem, we will get him back. They got everybody together, like, we will get a search party for the son of Adam. We have to go get him before she hurts him. We need him for the prophecy. And they're like, we need him. We need to free him. And as they were going to tie Edmund, this is a little crucial, tie Edmund to a pole to kill him. Use him for bait. They were going to slit his throat. Untie his little bow. Guys, horrible thing it is. Let's slit his throat. As of then, Edmund hears voices, and they're saying, give us a minute, you'll be free, we'll untie you. Give him something to eat, give him some wine, give him something to drink, eat, food. We have everything for him. Don't want to hurt him too badly. We want to get him down. We want to get him down alive. We want to get the son of Adam alive. And Edmund's not realizing what it is. Guys, Aslan sent a rescue party to save Edmund. Could have sent me his bad. Because I'm trying to keep my feelings pretty accurate. It betrayed him out of the story. But anyway, they'll rescue Edmund. They bring him back, and the witch then says that would send one of her little guys come on the dwarf and says, the witch wants to talk to you. Can she talk to you in your presence? She says, yes, but she has to leave her stick outside. She does, and she says, look, Aslan, I have a right to his blood. That boy is my blood. He will die. But if he doesn't, Narnia will turn over, will flood. It will basically like Christianity, where it will fire, it'll be flood. And Aslan said, I will not deny you your blood, your sacrifice. Aslan offers himself in Edmund's place. And guys, anywho, it'll go off. Things happen. Anyway, they go the night that he agrees to go off. Now, the kids don't know that Aslan offered to go in his place. They don't know. And anyway, not the part of the story. Edmund goes to sleep with Peter, blah, 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 blah. Susan and Lucy go off to find Aslan. They said, something's wrong. We can feel something definitely wrong. Anyway, guys, they go off. They said, well, children, when I tell you to go, you go, and you wait. Anyway, they go off, and they stand there and wait. While Aslan is sacrificed, the characters do horrible things. Aslan, they cut his hair, they beat him up, they do all those horrible things, and then when the White Witch says, do you think you can save Edmund? I'll kill you, and then when I'm done killing you, I'm going to go kill Edmund too. Sacrifice him on the stone table. And that, guys, we don't know for about till the next day. It's a little bit, this video's getting a little too long. That the stone table has magic property in it. Magic. The White Witch was only there from the dawn of time. But we'll go into that later on in the story. But she wasn't there before the dawn of time like Aslan was. Aslan's father is Emperor of the Sea. So yes, they're using them for God. And they said that when a willing participant who's created no crime, who's done no evil, dies in a traitor's place, death itself will reverse. Will go backwards. The stone table will crack. Death itself will reverse. And it does. And Aslan comes back bigger, stronger, and more brave. Now, guys, the girls see Aslan as dad. They're trying to get his ropes off. They can't. These mice, very big for next plot, the next movie and books. These mice come over and they go, what little beast? They're chewing at him. What is this? Another thing? They're gonna pounce him? Turns out, guys, they were for Aslan. They don't know he's dead. Well, they probably thought he was permanently dead. They were just chewing him because he was their leader. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to cough. Didn't want to do it on camera. They help free Aslan. Aslan later on helps her descendants, but we'll get into that in the next book. I don't know where I started to read. So anyway, guys, they send news that Aslan is dead. It was reasonable. So the battle starts between the good and the bad's winning. Guess what? Aslan wakes up, roars, has the girls go on his back, Susan and Lucy go on his back, and they go off to the White Witch's castle to save everybody she's ever turned stone, to get rid of all good and bad. Well, guys, one breath from Aslan brings everyone back to life. And he went around breathing back everybody, and even his giant He said, well, could we save him? Is he worth bringing back? Aslan said, yes, he has to be good. Susan and Lucy were talking. He said, he has to be good. She turned him to stone. And Aslan said, yes, basically. Anyway, guys, sorry. Anyway, Lucy starts screaming from upstairs, and Aslan can hear her and goes, what is that? Lucy, what is it? And he goes upstairs. He realizes it's Tumnus. Brings him back. They have a great get together. They get everybody down. The big guy, the big tall dwarf guy. He goes there and knock out the wall, get them all down. Then guys, there's a lion there, and Aslan breathes on the lion. The lion is so happy. Aslan, we're both lions. It's so cute that the entire rest of the movie he was in, but I don't think he was even in the movies, which is sad. They should have incorporated him. He kept saying the whole walk back, us lions, didn't you hear? He said us lions, that's two of us. Me and Aslan, we're both lions. It was so cute. Guys, so they got there, and Aslan went to save others who are being turned to stone from the White Witch. But when we get there now in the movie, we actually see the White Witch attack Edmund, but we don't see it. And Peter gets upset. He tells Susan and Lucy, I tried to stop him. He didn't. It was all Edmund's doing. He broke the wand, but sacrificed himself. And they went, what? They went, show us. And Edmund's dead, basically, almost dying. Lucy gives him a couple drops and revives him. And Aslan says, go, Lucy, go. Help others. I thought he was very rude about it in the movie. One of the movies, villain, fine. But no, he was like, does those others have to die for Edmund? More lives had to sacrifice for Edmund. So she goes, give me a minute, it's my brother. No. There's more people we have to bring back. Anyway, everyone survives. All the good survive. And later on, they're at the coronation, and they're all kings and queens. There is mermen and merwomen, and they're all singing to kings and no kings and queens. And they were kinged and queened as, let's see if I can remember this off the top of my head by looking in the book. High King Peter. Peter was High King. And that's Aslan told him later on when, oh guys, I missed the part when a bad guy pushed Susan up the tree and Peter had to come. So, guys, I made this video too long. It's making it into 2 parts, which is a little bit annoying when it does this. Anyway, guys, at the end, they decided that they're going to be crowning them as kings and queens. So, anyway, then start a new video because my phone will not allow me to have that long of a video up. So anyway, guys, they're kinged as King Peter. It was High King Peter the Magnificent, Queen Susan the Just. Oh, no, guys. Edmund's King Edmund the Just. I'm going to leave that poop in there because I don't know how to cut it out. Now, she's Queen. Anyway, back in King Peter. No, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Guys, Peter is High King Magnificent. Susan is Queen Susan the Gentle. Edmund is King Edmund the Just. Lucy is Queen Lucy the Valiant. I just think off the top of my head. Guys, this video is much too long, and my phone automatically cuts in half if it's too long. I guess we got 2 minutes. Now, the back of the book says, they open a door and enter a world. Narnia. ... Land beyond the wardrobe is a secret country known only to Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. ... I meant for a pause. A place where the adventure begins. Lucy is the first to find the secret of the wardrobe in the professor's mysterious old house. At first, no one believes her when she tells of her adventures in the land of Narnia. But soon Edmund and then Peter and Susan discover the magic and meet Aslan, the great lion, for themselves in the blink of an eye. their lives are changed forever. Enter the enchanted world countless times in the Chronicles of Narnia. There are 7 books in all. The Magician's Nephew, which I lost in a fire. Lion, a Witch, and a Wardrobe, which I have 3 copies of. Don't know where one of them is. Need another one. The Horse and His Boy, which I lost in a fire. Prince Caspian, which I have. I'm actually currently reading it, but it's in really bad condition. The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I have it. They're both messed up. I need a new copy. The Silver Chair, which I have, almost near mint condition. I haven't read it yet, but it's good. Heard and the Latest Battle, which I have in near mint condition. So guys, I'm gonna call it here because this is a really long video. But yes, guys, Edmund is my favorite character. Edmund is my favorite character through the book and both movies. And the thing is, as you guys do not know, like I said, I'm the actor that portrays Edmund's biggest fan for the little girl. And I'm actually not just Edmund's fan because of Skander Canes. Edmund was my favorite character before I laid eyes on sexy Skander. I shouldn't say that when I know a certain person is going to be watching this. Okay, guys, this video is much too long to edit. So my next upload video, I love you all. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Go over and hit that bell. But every time I upload, guys, remember, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Vlogmas, Happy whatever it is you guys celebrate. Till my next uploaded video, I love you all.